Hello and welcome to the Ironic Orange YouTube channel. My name is Anthony, and today I will be going over the Around the World Custom Challenge. Now this challenge will be taking place in a game called The Binding of Isaac Repentance. This is a phenomenal game. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's currently available pretty much on every single platform, from obviously PC to Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation. So if you're interested, please check it out. But I have constructed here a bit of a challenge for myself, and I am very excited to share exactly what that challenge entails with all of you. And let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Okay, so the very first thing that you do when you start a run in The Binding of Isaac is you pick which character you want to play. Now, at this point in the game, there are a total of 34 characters, which is a lot, because you got 17 normal characters, and then each of those normal characters has a tainted version. 34 characters. That's a lot. Okay, but purpose of this challenge is we're going to start as Isaac. We're going to say we complete a run as Isaac. We then start the next video would be a run as Tainted Isaac. Then if that continues to go well, we go to Maggie. And then if Maggie gets beaten, we go to Tainted Maggie. And then I don't think I need to explain any more than that. You get it. There's a lot of characters. That's why we're going around the world. Both sides of the world. You know, you get it. You understand. Okay. But if we get to, say, Judas, and we've beaten Isaac, Tainted Isaac, Maggie, Tainted Maggie, Cain, Tainted Cain, we get to Judas, and we die. Streak's over. Challenge over. Bummer. Obviously, we're going to keep trying, but instead of going all the way back to Isaac and redoing all those characters that we just did, we're going to start the next challenge at Judas. So my goal is to keep the videos fresh, even if we keep dying after only completing a couple runs in each individual challenge. So if we say we do then Judas, we beat Tainted Judas, we move to Blue Baby, and then Tainted Blue Baby, we die on Tainted Blue Baby, because Tainted Blue Baby's hard. And we're like, darn it, okay, this challenge is over, it's time to start again. We go back to Blue Baby and do Tainted Blue Baby. Sorry, we go back to Tainted Blue Baby where we died. So basically it just picks up on the last character you died on, and you can't move on until you've beaten it with that character, essentially. That's where the new Around the World challenge starts. And then obviously the challenge doesn't end after you get back to Isaac, because we started with Tainted Blue Baby, so it would end after beating a run as Blue Baby. That would complete the Around the World challenge. And then I guess, my job's done. No, but that is the idea of the challenge. Please let me know if that's too confusing, you don't understand, you have questions, let me know in the comments section. If you hate it, let me know. Please be very specific in your complaints, because that allows me to really get the best feedback. The more specific and the more harsh they are, the better. Anyways, let's go ahead and assume we're going to be doing an Isaac run. Also, always going to do it on hard, FYI. And now we will transition and go over to the rule sets and modifications that makes this challenge run so juicy. All right, see you there. All right, here we are. We've got our two categories of modifiers. These are going to determine how challenging / fun / unique each of our Around the World challenge runs are going to be. We'll quickly run through each modifier category, and in each run we will have one modifier from each of these two categories that is going to just run amok through our playthroughs and, you know, cause them to be much more unique and interesting. So let's go ahead and run through the modifiers in column 1 here. So we're starting with no runes or cracked keys. This means no using them. You can obviously pick them up and drop them, but you can't actually use them for their uses. Number 2 is no trinkets. This does ban the item marbles, because if you were to accidentally pick up a trinket and then get hit and gulp it, that's over. The run is over. So no gulp. That would also mean no gulp pills. But if you don't have a trinket, then a gulp pill is kind of useless anyways. Number 3 is no cards, with the stipulation of if we are playing the Tainted Lost character, we are allowed to use holy cards, because otherwise that would be absolutely absurd. I'm not looking to ruin my fun playing this game with that. So there's that. 4 is no pills. That includes horse pills, obviously. Number 5 is no Soul of Runes and no gold pickups. So there is a Soul of Rune for each of the normal characters, so that makes a total of 17 Soul Runes. They're pretty fun, pretty cool, but if we get modifier number 5 in this first column, then we can't use them. But honestly, more importantly, no gold hearts, no gold bombs, no gold keys, no gold pennies. Now, if I accidentally pick one of those up, that's GG for the run. So, gonna have to be really careful when I have this modifier active. Obviously, if like a bomb blows up and rockets one of those things into me on accident, maybe we'll do like we'll take a survey or something. Or maybe I'll just say whatever, it doesn't count. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, if we get there. All right, number 6 is no opening chests. And if we get modifier number 6 here, we then have to roll a d4 to determine which of these 4 chest types are going to be the ones that we can't open. Because I'm not going to force myself to not open any of these kind of chests in one run. That's just a little too much in my opinion. So we would then, like I said, roll a d4, and then a 1 on the d4 would be no gray chests, 2 is no gold lock chests, 3 is no red curse chests, and 4 would be no white eternal chests. So that's how that would go. Number 7 is no use of or intentional destruction of the little beggars or the blood donation machines. So, no putting a bomb down and blowing them up, no using a tower card in the room, nothing that is actually intentional of destroying them. If you open a chest nearby and there's a troll bomb in it and it blows it up, bummer, but it's not going to end the run. Only if I intentionally place a bomb to maybe blow up a beggar to give me some better devil deal chance, and I forget because I'm an idiot, and then the run's over. So intentional destruction only. Don't do it. And then number 8 is no battery pickups. So no micro batteries, no mini batteries, no mega batteries, no death batteries. None of them. Don't pick them up. However, battery items, passive items, are fine. So double charge, 9 volt, 4.5 volt, all of those are totally fine. But no pickup consumable batteries themselves. And again, if I happen to pick one up because I forgot, that is over. The run is over. Yikes. Okay. Moving on to the second modifier. We start off with 1, which is no item rooms. Now this also includes can't even go in the room. So no using a stars card to teleport out of somewhere to get safe. No bombing through a secret room, to maybe skip a specific room tile that you don't want to go through. If I step foot in one intentionally, can't do it. But say I take a pill and it's a telepills and it takes me into the item room, bummer, but run isn't over because it wasn't intentionally brought in there. So, and that same rule applies to pretty much all of these rooms specifically. So 2 would be no shops, 3 no curse rooms or sacrifice rooms, 4 no devil or angel deal rooms, and again that includes if I open a red curse chest, and it teleports into the devil or angel deal room, just leave as quick as possible, not the end of the run. 5 no dice rooms, libraries, or vaults. Number 6 no challenge rooms. This includes regular and boss challenge rooms, and no crawl spaces. And that for crawl spaces, that includes like the reverse world card is off limits with that modifier because it spawns a trapdoor. So whether it's a naturally occurring one or one that you create using a card, doesn't matter, you can't use it. Number 7 no arcades or planetariums, and then number 8 is no secret rooms. So there are some pretty nasty combinations in here, and obviously certain characters are going to benefit from some modifiers over others, and you know that's what's going to make this really interesting to play out. So that is how the modifiers work. Let's move on and explain how we choose which modifiers we get for each run. We will be using dice. So we will roll 2 d8s. The first d8 on the left will correspond to the first modifier list, and the d8 on the right will correspond to the second modifier list. So let's just go ahead and do an example here. We will go ahead and roll these dice. We got a 4 and a 2. So we will go ahead and go back and take a look. 4 is no pills, and 2 is no shops. So as of now, we will be playing as Isaac, and the run is over if we use any pills or step foot in any shops. Now, the very last thing we need to determine is our destination for this run. Will we be going to the light room, or will we be going to the dark room? And by light room, I mean chest. Duh. Okay, so we will go back. We will say goodbye to the d8s. We will pick up a d4. It'll roll, and if it's a even number, we go to the chest, and if it's an odd number, we go to the dark room. We get a 2. So this run would be going to chest. And once we beat Blue Baby and hop in the chest, that is a completed run. And if we die any time before that point, it's not, and we would have to start over. We would stay on Isaac, but we would re-roll a new modifier list and destination. So that is how the modifiers and destinations will be chosen for every single run. Okay, now that we've gone over what the Around the World Custom Challenge is, how it's going to be played, how we choose the modifiers, how we choose the destination, what the modifiers are, it's time to play the game. It's time to start the challenge. It's time to see how we do. Because, man, I'm honestly pretty scared. I think this is going to be a very difficult challenge, and I don't think I'm going to make it super far on this first run. But we'll see. So I hope this video has been at least a little bit clear and given you, the viewer, a decent understanding of what's to come in terms of videos on this channel and this challenge specifically. You know, I'm very excited to see where it goes, see how it happens, and you know, hopefully I'll get better at talking and playing at the same time, because that's not something I've really ever done. And please be very honest and brutal and very specific with your criticisms, you know, and with any praise, of course, whatever you want to say in the comments is fair game. So, have fun with it, and I promise to do the same. And yeah, we're gonna just cut this off here because I'm just kind of trailing off. So, I'm itching to start a run here. Probably gonna do one right now while the iron's hot. And I will see you guys at the start of the Around the World Custom Challenge in the next video. Alright. Goodbye.